Hello everyone, and today you might have noticed the title of this Tuesday video is a little bit different. I did want to get it out today, this Tuesday, instead of Wednesday or Thursday like it was last week. I do apologize for that, the Challenge of Elders video being a little bit late. But I actually wanted to try something new today, and that is a complete reset guide. And that's just because the Challenge of Elders videos have been getting less and less not really support, but less and less feedback, less and less views over the past like 2 weeks. So I wanted to kind of test this out, see if this is a little bit better for you Destiny players out there who are still trying to maximize the gear that you earn every single week. Obviously the Challenge of Elders, it's been out for a pretty long time now, and I'm assuming that most people who play Destiny even casually are approaching max light level and are just kind of getting bored of the game. Which that's where I'm at right now. I'm super excited for Rise of Iron in September. But yeah, I just wanted to try out a full reset guide, so obviously I'm going to try and shorten up the Challenge of Elders portion a little bit, but this is going to be pretty much everything you need to know every single Tuesday reset. And yeah, let's start it off with Challenge of Elders though. The modifiers this week are Juggler, no ammo drops for your equipped weapon. Exposure, Guardian shields are increased but do not replenish. And melee kill bonus, melee kills are worth more points. The bosses are Norusk, Servant of Oryx, the Taken Cabal boss, Kexis the Betrayed, the Taken Fallen boss, and Psylocke the Defiled, the Taken Hive boss. Obviously Kexis being the most difficult one, he suppresses you a lot and takes away your super, so that's going to be a little bit of a harder boss fight. But Psylocke and Norusk are very, very basic boss fights, just kill ads, do boss damage, nothing really to worry about mechanics wise. For weapons, obviously it's melee kill bonus, so Monte Carlo doesn't hurt. I highly suggest that weapon, but realistically you're not really going to be killing that many people with your weapons, so the only thing that really matters is a machine gun and a sniper rifle for boss damage, and potentially killing people if you run out of ammo, because Juggler is a factor. You will not be getting ammo with the gun that you kill people with. So hopefully you're switching guns every now and again while you're meleeing people and getting ammo back for those guns when you need it. But really, sniper and machine gun for boss damage is all you need to worry about. Monte Carlo to recharge any melee attacks that might be useful. For your subclasses, Gunslinger, once again, King this week. Throwing knives are melee kills and precision kills if you hit a headshot, and it completely, if you spec right, it gives you a throwing knife immediately when you get a headshot with one. So you can just spam throwing knives all Challenge of Elders long, and Gunslinger, that just makes it the best class this week for point generation. Absolutely amazing. Blade Dancer is also solid because the super counts as both melee kills and super kills, so you can go with Blade Dancer if you really wanted to. I'd say Blade Dancer is actually pretty good in the first and the third rounds, just not the second round, because obviously you're not getting your super as much with how often that Kexis suppresses you, which can be unfortunate. So I would highly recommend Gunslinger, but really for the Hunter, you can do whatever you want. Blade Dancer or Gunslinger. Even Night Stalker's not too bad, but I would definitely take Gunslinger over everything. For you Titans out there, there's only one choice, and that is Defender. You're not going to be wanting to get any super kills or grenade kills, so the other two classes are pretty much a non-factor. You can shoulder charge with Striker Titan, which is half decent, but then you're kind of, in my opinion, you're wasting a solid super in Defender. You can just pop that bubble, get an overshield or extra damage whenever you want. Probably an overshield is probably the best option because you're going to be running around meleeing people. And also on Defender you have the Force Barrier Melee, which if you spec for it, you can continue to get melee kills and generate orbs on every single melee kill. So you can just feed orbs to your allies, generate a ton of points that way. In my opinion, Defender is the right choice, but obviously you can go Striker if you want to just run around and shoulder charge everything. That does work too. And for you Warlocks out there, there's also only really one choice, and that's Sunsinger. Like Voidwalker and Stormcaller, there's no bonuses that make me want to pick the melee on those classes to pair with the super. Sunsinger, you can just pop your super and still melee people and still generate orbs and still get melee kill points, so obvious choice right there. I'd also like to point out that this week is a pretty easy week. You see the point level right now, it's about 19,000. That's actually pretty low. I do want to explain a little bit. I do go on LFG to do Challenger Welders because usually my friends don't ever do Challenger Welders. Like, they don't PvE at all. Like, most of my friends are PvP guys or girls. They don't really play that much PvE. So no one's really doing Challenger Welders on my friends list. So whenever I go on PS4, I literally just go on LFG and grab teammates. I ask for good players. And, you know, I ask for good players, and I don't always get good players. People think they're good all the time, and in reality, they aren't, unfortunately. So this should be an easy 45k week if you follow all of my recommendations, and if you're even half as good at the game as I am. The people on my team were using all the wrong subclasses, and this kid was using a sword hilt the entire game. You see him running around. I don't actually know if that counts as a melee kill or a heavy kill, because I tried using a sword at one point, and I remember it counting as a heavy kill. So I don't know if this guy was like, I don't know what this guy was doing. I don't know if he was trolling, I don't know what, but he was definitely, like, both of my teammates were definitely detriments. I was the one getting all the points, all the kills, and I was pretty upset about that. So we ended up with only 41,000 points by the end of this Challenger Welders run. But you know, if you have decent teammates, you will 100% get above 45,000. How I know that is because at the end of the first round, we had over 7,000 points, which is, like, really good. Like, past weeks when I've gotten 50,000, usually I only get like 5,000 to 6,000 points in the first boss fight, or in the first section of Challenger Welders. This time we almost got 8,000 in that first section alone. So that's very, very clear right there as to you know, how many points you can get through Challenger Welders this week. Should be a very, very easy 45,000 run for you guys. So yeah, guys, that is your challenge of Elders. You know, I hope that good. I wish you luck. I wish you luck on your challenge of Elders. But now for the rest of the weekly update here. You might hear my clicking because I'm on my laptop right now, obviously looking. Iron Banner is actually back this week. It is Control this week, thank the Lord. It was Clash last time, and that was awful. Iron Banner, Control should always be the way it is, and I'm certainly going to be playing on Xbox some Iron Banner, at least enough to hit rank 5 on at least 2 characters, and just get that out of the way, get some loot possibly from that. But yeah, play your Iron Banner. For the King's Fall raid this week, I believe the challenge is Golgoroth. I believe the Golgoroth boss has the challenge mode where you can get that calcified fragment and some extra loot. So if you have not done your moments of triumph yet, look those up. You can get that calcified fragment this week. The Nightfall strike is the Rasputin strike, where you have to fight the giant shank, the Fallen Saber strike. That's what it's called, the Saber strike. You have to fight the giant shank inside Rasputin's bunker. The modifiers are obviously the normal Nightfall modifier, which, you know, gives you a ton of enemies and things like that. It pretty much just makes enemies tougher, spawns more enemies. You've got Solar Burn as well, so solar damage weapons do a ton more damage. Juggler, just like the Challenge of Elders. Airborne, you do more damage while in the air, and Catapult, your grenades recharge super fast. So this is actually a really easy Nightfall. I don't recall that many enemies doing solar damage in this, so you know, obviously you can just equip your solar damage weapons and go in and have a good time, complete that Nightfall pretty easy. Yeah, I don't see it being too difficult in my opinion. If it was Arcburn, it would be way more difficult, but it is not, thank Christ. But anyways, Weekly Heroic Strikes has the Heroic modifier. It's just a dumbed down version of the Nightfall modifier, just more enemies and things like that. It's got Brawler. Melee attacks do more damage. Exposure. Shields are increased but do not recharge, as well as Airborne. So feel free to fly around punching things in Heroic Strikes this week, because you will do a ton of damage. You will probably one-shot just about everything with one punch on a lot of this stuff, because, you know, Brawler increased damage as well as Airborne. That's insane. So just fly around punching things. It should be fun. Shoulder charging Titans. It's your heaven this week. And then the weekly Crucible playlist this week, besides Iron Banner, obviously, is Mayhem Rumble. Thank the Lord it's Mayhem Rumble. I hate Mayhem Clash. Mayhem Rumble is just way more fun in my opinion. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, it's pretty easy to look these up on the website, but I thought maybe you guys would like an expanded version of the reset, of the challenge holders video, expanding it to all the reset activities that are available this week, and what you can do to maximize your potential in them. Just get you ready, I suppose. I don't know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys get some good loot out of this week, and I'll see you guys in my next video.